What's up, guys and girls? It's good to see you today on the Speak and See Show. Like, subscribe, click that notification button so when I get information out, you can get information in. We need idle deferment. Small businesses need idle deferment. You need loans forgiven and idle deferment. We have a lot of players out there, congressional officers and senators that want idle deferment. That's how you got it last time. Well, this time we have to go through people who can do that for you. I talked with a commissioner over in Nevada, Mr. Leo Blundo, who has been moving mountains for grants and small business loans and things like that. He has been in the heartbeat of it all, in the middle of it all, getting things done. He's a fighter, and I have this interview with him, and I'm gonna show it to you so we can have some transparency here to let you know how we're gonna go about, how we have to go about getting idle deferment again. Guys, if you want your idle loans deferred, please watch this video so we know exactly what to do. This is very important to know where the nuts and bolts fit together here and how these things operate so that we can get this done for all small businesses across America. Guys, we need strong, hard players, and this video right here has one of them in it, and it's going to show you exactly what we do here and how we go about getting idle loans deferred, and hopefully maybe even more so, loans forgiven, etc. More grants out there for your small businesses by and through and with someone who does that for a living, like Mr. Blundo over in Nevada, who's taking care of business. Guys, hope you like the video, like and subscribe. And a shout out to my boy Jason McElhone over at TrySmallBiz.com. Go follow him. Hello.
Hey, is this Speak and See?
Yeah, this is me. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah.
I'm sitting down.
Right on. How's it? I just got your reply last night, man. Thanks a lot for putting that up there. I pinned it on the top so that everybody can find it, and hopefully you can get more people contacting you that way.
I'm grateful, and I'm just thankful you do what you do. You're helping. You're touching a lot of people's lives in this country. Let me just tell you that.
Well, that makes two of us. At least you're out there doing the dirty work in there, and I know that because you're out there, taking care of this CARES program. I looked it over, man. It seems like you've been able to move mountains over there.
Not without my own personal cost, but yeah, I got elected. My job is to help people.
Yeah, and it seems like you're doing quite a bit in that small business area too. That's kind of my area, so I'm like, oh, this is great. So it looks like $2 million from ARPA.
So for ARPA, we got, what was it, like $9 million, and then we just got an extra $12 million. So we're at like $21 million right now.
Oh, that's awesome. That's sweet.
Right. So I wanted to clarify a point because there's just a tremendous amount of text, and you can only type so much. So
sure.
The fact that I'm a small business guy. I've been in business now 15 years. So now I got elected in 2018 for the commission. And when I got elected, my job is, hey, I work for the people. So let me sum it all up here for you. Hey, Mark, come on in, have a seat. So for me, it's real simple, right? These guys know I work for people, not for them, because It's a big club.
Sure.
And we're all not in it. So when we got that first tranche of money, these guys really wanted the money for themselves. They wanted to buy ambulances, right? And I go, well, let's logically look at this, right? And I go, hey, Phil, that ambulance you wanna buy, and I get it, you need it, but where's the budget to replace that ambulance when that ambulance time comes up? Oh, well, we don't have one. I said, then I'm just spending this money irresponsibly. It's going into a black hole. It needs a funding source to replace it now,
right? Not
later, because then you're going to come up and it'll be a board of county commissioners later, and you'll be saying, well, commissioners, we need money. And it's like, well, you're not being responsible. I need to be able to pay for it now. So right. Things like that. So we got $3 million put out there. The first program was like $1.6 million. Didn't get utilized, right? So we utilized it in a manner that we had an overage in our budget, which we created the second program, and that was all under the CARES Act.
Right, okay.
The PETS grant was under the CARES Act. These grants were under the CARES, the first grant was under CARES, the second one, it was technically county money. So we've done a lot of things with the funding that's at our hands. And that brings us up to ARPA. Okay, we're all on the same sheet of music. Mm-hmm. So for ARPA with us, the comptroller put a policy in there for the reimbursement. Can you imagine why?
I can't.
Okay, because I as a commissioner, I set policy, but I'm also a small business person. I apply.
Okay.
I was awarded both grants.
Sure.
So they have a real problem that I was eligible for the grants, and it's like I've been in business before you people even worked here.
But you're a small business owner, right?
Correct.
That's what it's for.
We were shut down by the mandates. I was one of the loudest people in the state, and we were the first ones to reopen. It was April of 2021. We told the governor to have a nice day. And pushed the issue. I legally did it. People were crying over spilt milk, and I said, hey, we're mandating businesses to be closed. This is unconstitutional.
Right.
This is not what our forefathers wanted us to do. So I pushed the issue. I got it past the board. I'll dig up some stuff and I'll send it to you. I think you might just personally be interested.
Absolutely.
But the reimbursement component of the new ARPA program that Nye County approved, that is because of me. Because they have an issue with me.
Right.
Otherwise, I agree with you. It should be a grant. It should be here you go do as you wish and submit reimbursements. But I couldn't.
Okay,
I couldn't get that.
Yeah, but they can give you paperwork and stuff like that on what they spent and get reimbursement for that. So they'll have to spend the money, and then even if it's money that they have to borrow, because I'm a business owner as well. And if you don't have money to do something, you just don't. You got to come up with it somewhere.
I would articulate that. So, like, you spend it on a credit card and you got hit with fees. I would submit the fees. I think it's a waste.
Right.
But I would submit the fees for reimbursement because it was an expense burdened by the business to make that purchase.
Gotcha.
Would. Why not? Sure, absolutely.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
So there's a couple of caveats in the I'm going to send all this to you too. I'll get this. I'll get the program for you. The program, it says, like, if you don't pay for it, we'll pay the credit card company. So they're really adamant about ensuring the funds get paid.
Sure.
So it's compliant with the program and the state law and the federal law. So go ahead.
Okay, so that program was put together during the CARES Act, or and then it moved over into ARPA, or was it outside, just all of it brand new with the ARPA funds?
So that's a trick question. So we're talking about government and bureaucrats. So for them, copy and paste works really well.
Sure. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Right.
Yeah. So it is a new program because ARPA is a different tranche of funding.
Okay, gotcha.
And a different law that was enacted. So, but I mean, as long as they went through and they did the policy revisions and all that stuff, but it's compliant to what ARPA says is a reimbursement or flexibility or these things, right?
Right.
It's pretty similar, but they'll open it up. So, like, it'll be like on OpenGov for Nevada or for Nye County specifically. You'll go in there, you'll submit your documents, they'll review it, and they'll go, yeah, thumbs up, thumbs down. I mean, it's pretty simple in that respect. But yeah, a lot of the policy they went to the state, the U.S. Treasury, they have the guidelines, and it's all based on that. Okay. But it's for ARPA. CARES is one tranche, ARPA is a different tranche.
Sure, but and so are the rules. The rules have changed. Like
yes.
Like somebody isn't going to be able to say, hey, I didn't get the full $10,000 EIDL grant. I got like two employees and three. Say they got 2 employees and got $2,000 instead of, $10,000. It has nothing to do with that.
Nothing to do with it. Now, for your personal information, right? So under CARES, that $10K grant is one piece of it.
Right.
One piece of it. PPP 1 and 2 was another piece. Remember, I said the state's PETS grant was another piece.
Yeah.
The money the counties received was another piece. All under one master legislation called, CARES Act.
Right.
But they're all different pieces, and the only caveat to it was if you got like the EIDL grant and you spent $10,000 on a cookie, I could not use that same reimbursement cookie receipt to go to all the other programs.
Gotcha.
That would be double dipping. That's it.
Right. Okay. Now, does this new grant that with the ARPA funds that you're going to be allocating or giving out to the businesses over there, does it have anything to do with your location? Say, like, if you understand the policy map with the EIDL grant, where people had problems with getting it, depending on their location where they live?
If you're a Nye County small business, to find either small business under the SBA or what we say is under 30 employees for the grant. Okay. You're throughout anywhere in Nye County. So,
okay.
Because you were talking about Mercury. Okay. And you want to laugh a little bit?
Yeah.
So Mercury, Nevada, mm-hmm. nobody really lives out there because that's the test site.
Oh, interesting.
So somebody may temporarily be staying out there, but nobody really lives there.
Interesting.
Yeah. I thought that was really funny, but hey, it got us on the map and it got us talking. I'm actually very humbled by that.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to try to contact Janie and find out exactly where she lives.
She may be over at Area 51 for all we know.
Wow. Okay. So somebody out there trying to, maybe they're trying to dip into something. I don't know. I don't do background checks on these guys, so I'm just here to help the people, you know. But
no, listen. You are making some real inroads. I watch your videos. So don't think people aren't watching, you know. I mean, I'm only 38.
Cool.
I got some great people sitting in front of me who are friends, and, you know, they're all wiser and older than me, but they're still looking at me like, why the hell are you in public office and doing this kind of job, you know? And, well, you know, somebody's got to do it, right?
Hey, man, we need that average everyday Joe, the small business owner out there who's trying to make a buck in that office. That's the people who know what they're, you know how to get things done. So I appreciate what you're doing.
Amen to that. So I want you to chew on something. Do you have questions?
Will you be getting, after these funds run out, which they run out pretty quick sometimes, will you be getting any more funds for the program? Or is this like once these funds are gone, the CARES program will be gone?
I would say that once the funding is gone, once it's exhausted, it's done.
Okay.
That was the challenge with the last program. I mean, people were upset out here, and that was some of the articles. But that was actually the second program.
Okay.
There was money left over because people weren't applying to the first program.
Oh, okay. Good.
Right. So we ran so we got that $3 million, right?
Right.
So 5.5 went to the county, government, stuff, whatever.
Sure.
And then we had 3 million, and we spent like 1.4 the first go around, and just people were not applying. So then we said, okay, let's utilize the funds. We'll spend it on expenses. We're not giving it back to the Fed. And the difference will be obviously money we can exercise and do the program again, just name it something different with different restraints, different restrictions, different leeways and freedoms. So that's where the affidavit came in, right?
Gotcha.
So I said, hey, listen, make an affidavit, have them attest, which will be a legal document. And if you need to go after somebody, you have the ability to. But make the same requirements, small business, this, that, and the other thing, and just start cutting checks. And my colleagues agreed with me, and we started cutting checks to people.
That's what matters.
And that's where people got upset. The comptroller got upset. Well, people aren't submitting reimbursements. And it's like, listen, look, you know what? That money came from the Fed. We all know where it came from, and they're acting like it's their personal money.
Right.
We needed to help people.
Yeah.
That was what was important then.
Absolutely.
And it's important now.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah, that's what I wish we had more of in the federal government, where they would have done that for some small, because a lot of people went out of business because they couldn't get it, because too much red tape was there and they couldn't get that money. I know a lot of people that they got really extremely hurt because they didn't get the money first. I understand. Yeah, so I'm glad that you operated it like that. That's awesome. But that's about all the questions I had.
So we're going to have the first tranche. We got the $9 million already. Right, so we allocated like $2.5 million is going to a COVID center, right? Well, it's a community center. Let's be real. We have to call it a certain thing.
Sure.
So we got money going to that. We got $2 million for small business. I've got $400,000 for affordable housing. I got $700,000 for mental health, veteran health, things of that, and homeless health. And then we have a couple of things where I had a horse trade. But I got about 80% of that money allocated towards good things for the people, $2 million specifically for the small business, which is phenomenal. I mean,
that's amazing. That's awesome.
So what I want to do is I'm going to try to sponsor an item to mirror and say, hey, look, what are the percentages? There you go. It's already allocated. Have a nice day.
Right.
Because I don't trust my colleagues. They're not the brightest bulbs in the pack, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, we all have colleagues like that. So yeah.
Well, I'm just being realistic, you know, and it's yeah. I've made some miracles happen, but I want to give you a gift. I want to leave something on the table with you.
Okay.
So if you're willing, right? Mm-hmm. If you're willing to do something, let me try to figure out how we can do this together. I'm willing to sponsor an item. We'll vote for it, and then like you can call in and speak, and when we can start getting government involved, saying, hey, this is an issue. Look at it's here, hitting here, and maybe that gives you a bigger platform to even get the word out, or more more umph when you're talking with any of those people. I want you to chew on that, and I'm waiting to hear back from those two congressmen if I can share their information with you, and maybe that's some direct access that nobody else has been able to provide. So
let me know. What is it? It's regarding the CARES program or something in a different boat?
Well, it'll be like, hey, you know what? We need to do something with the idle situation, just like a letter of support.
Oh, sure.
Now it'll start getting a little traction, publicity, and it's an election year.
Absolutely.
Let's get these politicians talking about it.
Yeah.
Idle deferment, idle forgiveness. Absolutely. They need to go back and fix it. They do. I would be more than happy to. I mean, that's my boat right there. So, let me know what you got and what kind of, because right now they are not even talking about idle deferment. I don't know if it's going to happen right before the election or what have you, but I mean, a lot of these businesses are concerned because they've put us in a really bad spot. They've put small businesses in a place of such inflationary, in supply chain issues that they can't. Now they're looking to pay this. I would think that could make or break somebody's election there. So I don't understand why they're not talking about more deferment, first of all, and second of all, if they could come back and forgive some of these loans, at least make a negotiation with the small businesses, that would be great. Hey, the election's around the corner. I say put pressure.
Oh yeah, no, they're good.
There's one thing people respond to is pressure. Either it makes you or it breaks you. It's one of the two.
Absolutely, and it's time for pressure. I think it's a perfect timing for pressure. So let me know what you got.
Perfect. I'm very grateful. So that's my personal. That's why I sent you my contact. Did you get the email as well? Perfect. And let me know. I'm gonna keep you posted on all this information. Let me know how I can help you. This needs to be successful, and the Congress, our congressmen, women, our senators need to be talking about it. And you can't sit here and say, well, student debt relief, we're going to relieve the student loans and then forget about America's backbone. Like, seriously.
Absolutely.
Small business is how things happen.
Yeah, I think the money is being spent recklessly out there right now by our government with Ukraine, with the student loans, with their climate control over everything over small businesses right now. And it's bad timing with the inflation and everything. So we'll see how it goes.
Keep me in mind. Let me know how I can help you, and keep pumping videos out. I'm watching every one of them.
All right, man. I appreciate it, Mr. Blundo, and you have an awesome day.
You need anything? I'm at your service. Stay fresh and hearty. Now you're in Florida, right?
Yeah, I'm in Tampa. 20 minutes to the game. I made it to the Kansas City game last week, so hopefully I can make it. Yeah, so it's going to be.
Were you affected by Hurricane Ian?
No, they were supposed to nail us, but it hit a lot of my family down in Port Charlotte and stuff.
Wow. Well, we're grateful, and my cousin lives in Florida. He's over by Kissimmee, so I think they were affected a little bit.
Yeah, it hit Orlando pretty good.
So I was thinking and praying for Florida. Again, text me. You have any questions, comments, concerns? I'm going to get some information for you, and I'm grateful.
All right, we're grateful for you, and you keep doing what you're doing, man. It's just amazing, and you've managed to move mountains, and we'd appreciate people like that. So thank you very much.
There were more of me doing the same thing.
No doubt.
All right, I'll see you soon.
All right, have a blessed one, bro. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Yeah.